Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to let you get your coffees. I think it's almost time to take down the Christmas tree. Sometimes, I don't know about you, undecorating can feel awesome, and sometimes it sucks. I always appreciate, like, once you get it all down and away, how, like, spacious and clean your living room looks. Please say good morning as you jump on. We will have a little fun. It's WTF Wednesday today. And I just have this feeling we're going to be fired up today. Good morning, Meladine. Ooh, we're out for a walk. Nice. I need to do that today. I feel like with the working from home and the schooling from home this week, what is fresh air? What is the outside? What are these things we speak of? Good morning, Krista. Good morning. I like that. Just going to give people a couple more minutes. Good morning, sunshine. Hello, Carrie. Good to see you. Hello, Kathy. Good morning. All right. Well, welcome to Virtual Coffee Club. This is our place of connection, our place of community. We gather here every day at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Wednesdays have become the jewel of the week as we have dedicated them to be the one day where we drop it. Right? We have to be human at the end of the day. So Wednesdays are the day where we fire up What the Fuck Wednesday. And it's your opportunity to swear, to yell, to vent, to take kindness and put it on a shelf, to take your positivity and stick it in the back seat and just let the things off your chest that you would like to let off your chest. That's what this day is all about. So if you're brand new to joining us, this is not what every day looks like. And some of the Wednesdays, I think depending on what's firing people up, or myself included, we get a little more sweary than other Wednesdays. So it can kind of go off the rails. And that's what this one is about. It's very similar to, and if anybody has started, I don't know, taking an approach of cleaner eating or whatever you want to call it, refreshing your body for the new year, you got to have a cheat day. You got to have a day where you can just not think about all the other things we're supposed to do or all the other ways we're supposed to be, et cetera, et cetera. Good morning, Dwayne. Welcome. So that's what the Fuck Wednesday is all about. It's our opportunity to vent. And I don't know about you, but I think that we always have this, I don't know. Would it be a Pollyannish expectation to when it becomes a brand new year, things are just going to be better, right? We think when the clock turns over at 12:01 and this brand new year is here, that things are just going to fucking improve overnight. This is how we feel. This is what we think. This is what we hope for. I'm on it. I'm a part of the Pollyanna wagon. I pull it everywhere I go. But such is not really the case in reality, especially when it comes to what we're dealing with in our current world, right? So I feel like that has continued to carry on. And for whatever reason, I don't know if the past 6 days have just been but how many what the fuck moments have you had in the past 6 days since we've had a brand new year? Like daily. Would you not think so? Sometimes more than a day. So what are those for you? I want you to post it in the comments. I want you to share with me the things that are making you crazy, the things that have you mad or pissed off or shaking your head or I mean, I even posted underneath a comment on something that I will vent about in a moment. For fuck's sakes, people, honestly, right? It's been a collective stir of fucks from the get-go. And I think we can rewind that to most of 2020 also, right? And so we need that opportunity to be able to express our emotions properly. That is extremely healthy of us. And so let's do it today. So I know you have things on your mind that you're burning to post. So please post them, and I'm going to read them out so it feels like you're saying them out loud too. For any of our big hockey fans, we had a shitty moment last night, right? Canada lost. That sucked. Yeah, that could be a what the fuck moment for you. One that kind of pops into my brain this morning, and I'm not going to go into a debate, well, because you can't really debate a whole lot when when you're sort of having a one-sided conversation, but you were in the comments. Jim asked if there was any swearing going on at the hockey game in Edmonton. Without a doubt there was, Jim. Let's be honest. Krista, you make the word sound so graceful. Hey, if I can, I can. Kathy says there's too many what the fuck moments. Why a minister who sat at the table making decisions about our restrictions felt they were exempt and could jet off. Yeah, this traveling bit has really put a bee in our bonnets. That's what I would say on a normal day when we don't get to be edited, right? Yeah, go traveling. I don't even know if there are words for that. Like, I think we all swore on the inside, but were we able really to express how that actually felt when we read that those situations happened? You know, why that would be okay. Maybe it was because they knew federally, right? I don't know if you've read about this. My friend Dave from Pacesetter Travel and Tours has a really great travel blog. And I read his blog earlier in the week about the new restrictions that have come down federally, that if you travel out of the country as of tomorrow, I believe, January 7th, to be able to return back into Canada, you will have to have had a specific COVID test to get back into our country. If by chance you were visiting a country, now this is my paraphrasing of my understanding, do not quote me, but my understanding of this is that if you are in a country that doesn't have the proper testing, whatever it's called, I don't know the name of it, and you return to Canada, you will be taken to a facility to wait out your 14-day quarantine. This goes into effect tomorrow. They made this announcement on December the 30th. What the fuck? Did we think this all the way through? When you're visiting, like, and most of the time, right, when we are going on a vacation, we are headed to a third world country with a beautiful beach. Do these countries, are they equipped with this type of testing? I have no idea. Does that not freak you out just a little bit? Now I get, we could talk pro or anti restrictions and whatever that looks like, but like, there's just these constant decisions made without thinking all of the pieces through. Do we need people to go through some sort of educational training process before you step into a role? Like, this is the thing, friends. This is the thing I get jacked up on all the time, is like, people who run for government, people who take that step for us, usually are community members who care about what happens in our community, in our province, in our country. They're people who take that step to go into office, voted in by each other, and they want to make a difference in our world. Okay, it's noble, it's honorable, it's freaking amazing. And anybody who has gone into government with those intentions, I applaud you. You are amazing. But then we expect, and we have this wild notions in our brain that these people are perfectionists, that they're not human, that they're going to do everything right. that everything is going to run smoothly and everything will be fine. And then we freak out when they're human at the end of the day. Right? Do I agree that these people should travel to all the other places when we're all on a lockdown? 100% I don't agree. However, how angry can we also be when people are only human? Or can we? Right? That's an interesting conversation. And then I think, okay, with all that's happening in this world right now and how violently crazy people are online about raking these people over the coals. And trust me, I believe there's consequence to their action, 100%. But who's going to run for government next? Anybody have their hand up that they want to have that job? Fuck no. Fuck no. Not on any level at this point would that seem exciting, because you're going to be ripped to shreds. Okay. What the fuck moment number 2 for me, reading yesterday that they are rolling out the vaccine in federal prisons. How do we feel about this, my friends? Before paramedics, before teachers, before other frontline workers, federal inmates will receive the COVID-19 vaccine. I say, what the fuck? Now, I'm not saying they don't ever deserve to receive it. I'm not saying that at all. They are in a closed quarter facility where spread, I would assume, could be fairly freaking easy. But before me and you, even, if you want it, right? But I'm just thinking like paramedics, teacher, like all this, prisoners are going to get it first. What? What do you think about that? Lacey says her what the fuck is you can fly to the States but not drive. But you can drive across the border if you're a professional athlete. What the fuck, she says. It makes no sense, but she goes and buys her pro rodeo card. Right? Like, again, it's decisions that aren't all the way thought through. And I don't know. Does that mean people in government get to a level where you forget what it's like in the common ground? I don't know. I don't understand it. And I'm beginning to wonder if there's anything about COVID we will truly ever understand or know. And maybe it's the trying to understand it in the process that makes us all go crazy. Jim shares, he thinks it's crazy, but I'm assuming about the inmates. His sister and brother-in-law, who are in the medical field, got their vaccine a few weeks ago, no side effects. Well, we could probably go into a debate on the vaccine itself, but whatever. I just was thinking more, really? Like, we're going to vaccinate people in prison first. I don't know the rationale behind that one. Kelly says, what the fuck? I may not really care if someone in jail dies of COVID, as most of them should be dead for what they've done to end up in jail. Yeah, there could be an interesting debate on rights through that. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I'm all about human rights. But then there becomes an interesting conversation around, do you forfeit your rights if you take somebody's life? Or whatever. Yeah. At the end of the day, I am happy I am not the person who sits in the seat of judgment. I am not that person. I don't want to be that person. That belongs to him, and that's fine by me. Lacey says, I'm glad they're vaccinating prisoners first. Maybe the rationale is they wanted to test out the side effects first. Maybe, tongue in cheek. No, because lots of like doctors and nurses have received them, but it's just now they're getting them before paramedics and or teachers and or what have you. I don't know. Ooh, Tanya brings up the one I was wondering if it was going to come up today. Here's the other hot button of the news this week is what the fuck is the guy's deal in Edmonton? There is an election this October for new city council. Ward 7 has this lovely idiot running whose name, Dalel, I don't know how to pronounce his first name. I apologize. I don't want to butcher it. He's posted about Sergeant Harnett, who was the Calgary police officer who was killed in the line of duty just recently. His procession was yesterday, and it was amazing. Sidebar. In the wake of Sergeant Harnett's death, this guy has posted, and I don't know if you've seen it in the news or not. He basically had tweeted out, these tweets have since been deleted, but they were screenshot long before that, my friends. Nothing ever is gone when you put it on social media. But this man chose to take the route. He is a Black Lives Matter activist, and he chose to post that he was a corrupt police officer and a bunch of laughing emoji faces when he was killed. Tanya says, please don't forget these disgusting comments when you vote in October. Guys, that's a what the fuck moment. That's not helping either conversation. And I don't think, I don't even have words for that one outside of, it's gross. It is the most unkind somebody could be. It's the most unkind. Whether you think that, believe that, maybe for 5 fucking seconds, could you think about the family of this man, right? He's got a wife. He's got a baby on the way. And that's the piece of part of his history and his story that is going to forever be there for his kids to read, his future when they get to that place. That forever will be marked in time. That's the part of when I'm always talking so much about when you, like, it's okay to vent. It's okay to express opinion. But if you're going to put it out there in the public realm, it is always going to be there. It is always going to fucking be there. And it is always going to get twisted in some way. And it's going to come back to haunt you. And I hope, honest to goodness, not that I would ever want to wish ill will on other people, because again, I am not the person who sits in the judgment, but I hope that he regrets that he did that. I hope that he feels bad about it. And I hope that this beautiful police officer whose life was taken protecting us, that his future kid and his family will see all of the outpouring of love and support, and the people like this man from Edmonton who chose to take the most unkind route in the fucking world, that his voice will be drowned out. I do. Because it's just like, were you not gobsmacked by that? Gobsmacked by that. So many what the fuck moments are happening. And then for a minute, right, you lose complete faith in humanity. And it's just crazy. Just crazy. Okay, what else, you guys? I know we only have a few minutes left. What the fuck Wednesdays can get a little wild. The time goes by so much faster, but I know you've got other things that are on your chest today. And I'd like to express, Lacey sort of brings this up in the comments, and she says, I love What the Fuck Wednesday because we can say what we want, vent, without getting our panties in a bunch about each other's opinions. Right? That's the point of this. This is a safe space where we get to do that venting. We might not all agree with each other in here, or we might have found a community where we do. Either way, this is where we just vent it because we need to get it off our chest. Because if you carry it around with you, it's unhealthy, it's toxic, and then you're going to snap on someone you don't mean to in the future, because that's always what happens, right? Someone's going to ask you how you are, and you're going to say, oh, I'm fine. Fine is the strongest F word of all time. It can wipe fuck out like that, right? Woo, I'd rather somebody say the F word to me than say fine. Anyway, what else is on your mind today? Another sort of what the fuck moment I had yesterday, I think it was yesterday, all the days seem to kind of roll together, is there was a person who owns a local business, and it's one of the types of businesses that are currently forced closed from the government. And this person has been venting a little bit on frustrations through that on their social media. I don't see them as like outrageous things, just sharing the stories that make this person mad, sharing their frustrations with being forced to be closed while other things are going on in the world, like they followed protocols to the extreme in their said business, yet thousands of people could Boxing Day shop. Okay. They've followed the extremes in their business to help protect their clients while government officials are jet setting around the world, right? That shit's going to bottle up and you're going to feel like you're going to fucking explode. I get that. So this person put a post out, not on the business page, on her personal page, saying that they were going to, like, they were done. Fuck it. They were going to open back up. They didn't care what it was. An event. Somebody else screenshot that and reported said business to Alberta Health Services in an intention to shut their business down. What the fuck? Again, this comes down to that really crazy debate of rule followers versus non-rule followers, and expressing an opinion is not illegal. Expressing frustration is not reportable. People, mind your own fucking business. Okay? Even if this person, which they had no intention of doing that, they were just venting. Even if that person had decided to go in and open that up and do whatever, it's not your fucking business. Right? But the government created this mentality from the get-go that you should report people, that you should turn on your neighbor, that you should be these creepy eyes of judgment in your communities and your area. And that is not cool. That is not cool. And if someone is running their life or their business in a place of such, I don't know, fear of competition, I don't know what it would be or what the intention was behind that, but come on. If you're really concerned, you could have a conversation with that person saying, hey, I saw your post. I hope you're really not thinking that. I would really fear for you. Can we stop not caring about people in the moment where people just need to process their shit on their own? Like, just because, and maybe it falls down to the just because you're told to doesn't mean you should. I'm not saying we don't follow the rules per se, but like, let's stick to facts. Mike just posted that. I saw that. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, not their own facts. Exactly. Tanya says, we're allowed to vent. We're allowed to do these things. Like, stop it. You know, there was so many posts too of police officers that are policing tobogganing hills and where people are sledding and like, what? Like, honestly, we can't stop being kind to each other through the process. Lacey says her other what the fuck moment was she went to the post office. There was a lady in line with a stroller and a toddler holding her hand. No one else in line would open up the door for her because of social distancing. She was clearly struggling. She goes, I held the door open for her and even went through the line of pierced, glaring eyes. Let's not lose compassion for others through this. Could you imagine our world, my friends? If those pieces leave us, what the fuck are we going to be left with? We don't need a bunch of assholes running around. We got plenty of those already. We don't need to create more of them. 100% no. Continue. If you're catching this video not live later and you're with us and you've got something you would like to get off your chest, please post it in the comments. We continue that conversation throughout the day, and I appreciate this amazing safe space that we've created for each other to vent and get things off our chest. Boy, there's lots of them. there's like some days I'm writing on Post-it notes thinking that, we're going to talk about this next Wednesday. And I like to save them up and keep it to one day, because it's easy, my friends, to fall into the negativity and the shit that is swirling around us constantly, right? And if we didn't just guide it to one day, we become those people who are spreading the shit every damn day, right? We don't need to do that. We can save them up for Wednesdays and let them out. Today is the day. If you want to live in this for the rest of Wednesday, you have permission. But tomorrow morning, we gear back to making sure that we are compassionate, kind, beautiful humans in this world of fucking chaos. But on Wednesdays, we let to get it out. So have an amazing rest of your fucking awesome Wednesday. And we will see you back here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Have a wonderful day, my friends.